What's up, fellas? You know what, guys? I think I got to do another one again today, too. Got a brother. He about to do it. He about to do it. So he wants to know, AMS, how to know you can live with a woman. All right? So this is what I like to call cohabitation compatibility. All right? I did on one on the cons and pros, living with a woman. So I guess this would be 2.0, but that was more on the pros and cons side of it. Now I'm gonna get into the compatibility side of it. All right. So the pros and cons is, you save a lot of money and stuff like that. And you always got, somebody to be with and stuff like this for the most part. But this one right here, we're just gonna get into the compatibility part of it on the times that I have lived with a woman. All right, guys. So let's get right on into it before this brother makes a big mistake. All right, but he's obviously a purple pill brother. So he wants to know when is the time to pull the trigger on that AMS. All right, and maybe I should blur out trigger. I don't know what the fuck going on with YouTube these days with they censoring and all this other shit. Number one, guys, is cleanliness. All right. Basically, how clean is she? Now, here's the funny point to this right here, guys. A woman can actually be too clean too. I actually lived with a woman like this before. So the woman I moved to New York with was a fucking neat freak. And the bitch wanted to do a fucking deep clean every fucking day. Most people will do a deep clean once a week. Some of you nasty motherfuckers do a deep clean once a year, spring cleaning bullshit. You nasty motherfucker. But for the rest of us who keep a relatively tidy house, once a week we'll do a deep clean. Typically for the average hard-working person, that's going to be on Saturday or Sunday, right? Where they do all the laundry, run all their errands, and deep clean their house. And when I mean deep clean, guys, I mean mop and, the deep clean. When you clean the back of the toilet and shit like that. That bitch wanted to do a deep clean every fucking day. Every fucking day. So you need to understand, and that was a content with us guys, because the bitch wanted to mop every day. The bitch wanted to clean out the refrigerator every fucking day, clean out the cabinets every fucking day. OCD motherfucker. Okay? So you need to make sure that she's not too overboard too, because that was an issue with us. We used to get into it. I'm like, I cleaned the fucking house. This bitch, she's one of them motherfuckers coming up with a white glove under the damn bed. One of them motherfuckers. Now, if she's not clean enough, the biggest issue I've seen from women who are not clean enough is typically going to be the bathroom, where they leave makeup and little hair, all right, all around in the bathroom and stuff like that. That's what I've seen from women who wasn't clean enough. So you need to just find out how clean is she. Now, do not be fooled by how clean she keep her house when you come over, because that could be just when you come over. Had one bitch, I don't know if she think I knew, but I'm an OG, and it was a bitch I was fucking with in New York, where I would come over there and the house would be clean, but it would be fucking fruit flies flying around in the kitchen. Now, anybody who's been around and got just a little fucking gray hair on you, you know what fruit flies mean. That mean that's dishes in the sink and shit like that. That mean that she had dishes in the sink that probably was in there a couple of days or something. So that mean your ass, your nasty ass, just done went in there and washed the dishes up when I was coming over. So you got to be aware of that. Also, I don't know what happened or whatever. I can't remember how, but I don't know if she told me to go knock on her daughter's door or something. I don't know if her daughter left the door open. I can't remember what happened, but her daughter's room looked like a fucking tornado ran through it. So basically, that's probably how the fucking whole house looked, except when she had company coming over. So guys, the markers for a woman who keeps a clean house is she's not gonna have fucking fruit flies in her fucking kitchen. Okay? If you come over there and you see the fucking fruit flies flying around in her kitchen, the bitch just cleaned up before you got there. Pay attention to that. Another thing is, if she got a child or something, and this gonna be for my OG guys, my older guys. I know you 21-year-old guys don't date single mothers. You fucking prissy bitches. You fucking you selfish motherfucker. We fuck them hoes too over here. You ain't gotta marry them hoes. You ain't gotta get no relationship with them hoes. But please, dick single mothers down. I'm begging you guys. Single mothers need dick too. Okay? Single mothers need dick too. I'm not asking you guys to propose. Pipe them down, you selfish motherfuckers. But if the child's room looks terrible, then more than likely, that's how the whole house looks when you're not there. All right, I'm just giving y'all some tricks of a nasty bitch. Next, guys, does her way of doing things irk you? Basically, guys, what I've seen this boil down to is like decorating the house and stuff like that. Like, does that type of stuff jive with you? The house temperature. Are you cold nature and she's hot nature? Typically, it's going to be the man who's going to like a cooler temperature in the house, and the woman, her anemic ass, likes it to feel like the Safari Desert in there. So, cool. You know what, guys? I want to make sure I say this too before I go any further. Even if y'all are not that compatible, how big of an issue does she make it? So you could stay with a girl who's a fucking neat freak, right? Fine, you's a fucking neat freak and you want a deep clean, spring clean 3 times a day. Fine. But do she bitch about it? Is she gonna be the type of woman that, you know, if you like the room temperature on 70 and she likes it to be on 77, okay, cool. Is she gonna bitch about it, or is she just gonna go put on a house coat or something like that, or, you know, something, a sweatsuit or something like that, or is she just gonna bitch, oh, it's so cold in here, oh. So it's not even about the compatibility aspect, because nobody's gonna be 100% compatible in anything. It's how big of an issue she makes of it if y'all do have an issue of compatibility. Okay, guys? But like stuff like that, how does she decorate? Does she bitch that you leave the toilet seat up? Like, does her way irk you? And you can find out these things about how she decorates her house and stuff like that by just going to her place. How does it look? Does she think you finna have your goddamn bedroom looking like a girl bedroom? So you need to pay attention to all that type of stuff. Room temperature, these type of things. Toilet seats and all that type of stuff. It ain't even no big issue about it. The bitch don't like you leaving the toilet seat up. Is she gonna come out after every time she leave out the bathroom and bitch to you that you left the toilet seat up? Or is she just gonna let it down and then do what she gotta do and come out and sit her ass down? Or is she gonna make a big issue out of it? If you the type of guy that you don't wash every fucking dish right after you use it, is she gonna make a big fucking issue out of it? I put dishes in the fucking sink and then I do them at the end of the fucking day. Every damn dish I eat, I ain't finna go in there with a rag and wash the damn dish out right goddamn then. See, we po folk, how we grew up, we put all the dishes in the sink, run some water, and then we wash them all at one time. I know my boys from the suburbs, you clean motherfuckers, y'all might go in there and wash dishes at one at a time and don't leave no dishes in the sink. Now us po folk, one sink full of water. At the end of the day, before we go to bed, that's how we did dishes. Okay, guys? So just make sure she's not bitching about it. Sleep habits. The biggest issue I've seen with sleep habits, guys, is do y'all go to bed at a comparable time? So one girl that I live with in Alabama, and this was the only woman I ever had this issue with. When I was doing the construction, any of y'all guys know construction is always a very early in the morning job, right? So it's a wake up at 5:30, be to work at 7 type thing, right? Just depending on the commute. Well, she ain't have to be to work till like 9:30. Now, to a lot of you guys, I know my boys in the suburbs, y'all got the goddamn bedroom upstairs, and so this might don't pertain to you. But for us po folk, you know, our house ain't that big. So when you in bed, you actually can hear the TV or radio on because, you know, we ain't got our 7,000 square foot mansion like my boys in the suburbs. Okay? And so that was an issue with us because I had started making her go to bed with me, even though she didn't have to be up till later, because the TV would bother me because I could hear it. Now, the main chick I deal with now, I'm in an apartment in Buckhead, and on Sunday, she has to go to bed a little earlier because she had to be up in the morning, but she don't got to go to bed too early because, you know, she can get by on not that much sleep, but she still has to go to bed. Now, it's not that now because the business, I go to bed early too, but before I started this business, would stay up till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, damn near about time for her to wake up. She wake up at 7. And y'all guys, I have no idea why movies do this, and I wish they would fucking fix it. I wish somebody create something to fix this shit. But I'll be sitting out there and I'll be watching a movie and I got it low, you know, not to disturb her. And then all of a sudden, out the blue, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I don't know why movies do that. I have no idea why movies do that. Why they'll just be, you know, okay, it's calm, you can hear it, it's calm. Then boom, 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 boom. Blowing up shit loud as hell. And I just can't understand why you can't keep that shooting and blowing shit up at the same sound that they talking. Why that shit gotta be like boom, boom, boom? And then she would stick her head out the door like, hey, daddy, can you lower it down? I'm like, it's down. It's just, they blowing shit up. I have no fucking idea why movies do that. The shit pisses me off. It's YouTube. The movies on YouTube the same fucking way. The movie will be low, you hear it, then loud ass ad. And I'm like, why the movie can't be the same volume as the fucking ad? Fucking crazy. But that is going to be an issue, guys. What time y'all go to bed? If you got a big old mansion like my boys in the suburbs, then you don't have to worry about this type of stuff. But if you don't, if you got a modest home, say 2,000 square foot or something like that, it's a good chance that little stuff like that might bother her. Or you. It might be the other way around. Maybe you have to go to bed early and she wants to be out there watching Pokemon. Who the fuck knows? Okay? So just make sure all that. Also, do you or her snore? Right? And the issue isn't even about whether somebody snore or not. It's really an issue of does it bother the other person? So if it bothers you that she snore, or if it bothers her that you snore, then we got an issue. Because trust me, she ain't gonna let you forget it. Now, I don't snore, and I don't think I've ever had a chick who snore, but I know a lot of guys, some guys do snore, and some women do too. You need to just look at all that type of stuff as in it bothering you. All right, guys. Next, does she have family and friends over a lot? Or do you? See, this ain't just about you. It's also about what's comfortable for her. Okay? So what if you're a guy that like to have the boys over to watch football on Saturday and Sunday? Does that bother her that y'all sitting there drinking Bud Light on the couch, yelling and hollering, watching football? Or is she cool with it? How about her family like to come over, her nose ass mama and aunties and shit, getting on your fucking nerves, talking and come carrying on all the time with her nose ass girlfriends? These are questions you got to ask your fucking self. Me, my home is my castle. I don't want to deal with all that bullshit. So if you are a woman who has to have your friends over all the fucking time, that is not going to work for me. So when I'm probably 95 years old and I finally go purple pill at 95 years old with terminal cancer, my wife is not going to be able to have this going on. I'm just, guys, I like my home is peace and quiet. Everybody's different. Maybe you gonna be the guy maybe you gonna have your family and friends over all the time and it get on her fucking nerves. So y'all need to have that conversation before you move in. Hey, baby, football season now, Mark them be coming over. Make sure you record it. Because she ain't gonna remember in 6 months that she said, oh, I am that, baby, I don't got no problem with that. 6 months from now, it's gonna be a goddamn different story. So make sure that you pointed out that on this day, April the 12th, you said it was okay that I had my friends. Make sure you remind her that right then when she said yes. Because I guarantee you it's gonna be an issue 6 months or a year from now. I promise you it is. And make sure you even just to make a bigger issue out of it, make sure that you even let her know that I bet you 6 months to a year, you're going to be saying something different. Make sure you say that too. So you need to make sure, whether it's you or her, that if y'all like to have company, that it's going to be okay with the other person. Don't move in with this woman if you know you can't deal with that type of stuff and then go back and try to change it. Trying to get booty every night on demand. Don't compromise your standards. Well, actually, this would be more of an expectation to get every night booty. Next, guys, pets. Is she gonna be okay with little Brutus being around in the house? Or is she just tolerating this? See, guys, y'all guys gotta understand. It's a difference between living and then some part-time shit. So she might love your dog now. She comes over twice a week and play around. That's fine. But how about when it's 7 days a week? Is that gonna be an issue? Or maybe she got dogs and you're not a big fan of them, or a cat. Are you gonna be okay with her? Do she expect you to walk that little mud every goddamn night? If she think you're gonna be sitting up in there with her goddamn dog in the bed, bitch, we doing some fucking up in here. Ain't no goddamn playing with no dogs. Does she expect that dog leaving hair all over the place and shit? So you need to make sure y'all get together on this bullshit, because this shit matters. Because people love their fucking pets. So if you got a pet, you need to make sure that she knows that he ain't going nowhere. Because see, guys, with stuff like this, these pets and your friends, I'm telling you, I've been doing this shit long enough. I can sit here and I can tell you right now that these women, they're going to say yes now, and then they're going to try to change shit later. The woman will say, I don't have no problem with your dog now, and then she'll wait 6 months or a year in, and then she'll be talking about how we going to get rid of this motherfucker, or he can't be here no longer. A woman will say, yes, your friends can come over, and then 6 months or a year down the road be saying, why are they over here all the time? Y'all guys need to understand that women will say something now just to get their foot in the door, and then gonna try to do the bait and switch. A woman will tell you, no, she don't let the dog on the furniture. Nope, the dog don't sleep in the bed. And then next thing you know, once you in there, bait and switch, the damn dog is sleeping in the bed every goddamn night. So you need to know that. You need to know what's going to be the situation with the pets. If you got a pet, is she going to really accept it and she can't change it? And if she has pets, you need to understand that that woman loves her pets. And so if that ain't something you could deal with, you need to make that abundantly clear right now before you make this move. All right, guys. So I don't want my brother to do it. I think it's a bad idea, but I understand he's a purple pill guy. It's not like he asked me about marriage. He said cohabitation. Just make sure you check out the common wife laws, make sure you check those out, because that is a thing. So make sure wherever you at, Read their common law, common law rules to see, because they'll treat it just like a marriage. Okay, make sure y'all guys know that. Don't think you trying to goddamn wiggle your way around it and you in one of these common law states and thinking that, oh, well, I ain't putting no ring on, they'll fuck you just like you married. You'll be paying alimony just like you married. All right, guys, I'll get back with you guys later.